If you're setting goals for the new year, I want to give you 3 tips to help make sure that you can follow through and actually meet your goals in 2024. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you are setting your goals is make sure that your goal is something that you have complete control over. Now, I know that sounds really simple, duh, Melissa, of course, but many homeschoolers set goals that are actually based on an outcome they can't control. Let me give you an example. Say I'm going to teach my daughter to read this year. That goal is not actually something that I have control over. There are a lot of factors that go into whether a child can learn something. Their physical development, their social development, their brain development all make a huge difference. And those are things that I don't really have any control over. So to make sure that you are successful in reaching your goals, you first need to make sure that you are setting goals that you have control over. And what do we have control over? Well, really, the only thing that we can control is our own behavior. So I recommend setting a goal that has to do with your behavior. For example, if you're hoping that your child will learn to read this year, then you would set a goal of sitting down for 10 minutes a day and working with them on reading every day. See how that takes it away from an outcome-based goal and puts it into a process-based goal. And that leads me to my second tip. Make sure your goal is always process-based. You don't want an outcome goal because our outcomes are often completely out of our control. You want a goal that focuses on your behavior because you have control and a process. And then the third tip I have is make sure that you link what you're trying to change or a habit you're trying to build to an already existing habit. So if my goal were to teach my student to read this year and I decided that I was going to sit down for 10 minutes a day with that child and work on their reading skills, I would then pick a time of day and link that behavior that I want to start to something that I already do. So I would do it probably right after breakfast. We eat breakfast every single day. Once we clear the dishes, we sit down on the couch, I sit with that child, and we work on reading skills for 10 minutes. My goal has now gone from an outcome-based goal that I have very little control over to a process-based goal that is completely within my control, and I can link that behavior to a behavior that I already have. I hope that helps, and I hope you guys have a great new year.